Alright, today we're talking about the Fusion Edge pickups, and these come in several Ibanez guitars. Some say they sound shrill, others say they work for modern and progressive metal. I've shared my thoughts on these pickups in past videos, where the reviews have been more focused on the guitars. But today I have these two guitars and we can go over how they sound between these. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. Alright, so let's jump right in. I'm going to share my experience with these pickup sets through several guitars. I've had 3 guitars that have had these pickup sets in the past, and I still have 2 of them. Just getting it out of the way, first I had an RGD, a 7-string. It was the RGA21P1PB Prestige, and it was a really cool guitar, very well built, and a lot of great artists have used this model of guitar to great effect through the years. From my experience, the Fusion Edge pickups in this guitar, they had a really mushy low end, and that's kind of a big bummer, especially on a 7-string when you want to play low, you want to down tune, stuff like that. Ultimately, I sold it because I actually didn't like how the neck felt to play. While I'm a fan of the 6-string Ibanez guitar necks, the 7-string ones just don't quite feel right in my hands. They don't feel good to me personally. And if you like it, that's okay. These are tools to make music. Whatever works for you is great. So let's move on to talking about the Fusion Edge pickups in this guitar, the RG5320 Prestige. I got this guitar around 5 years ago, and at the time it sounded great to me. I didn't have anything I disliked about it. And I've shared my thoughts in the reviews I've done of this guitar on this channel. As I played more guitars though, I did notice there's something about the rhythm sound, especially with the low end, that I didn't quite like as much. And it did sound a bit mushy. And I know I've said that a few times now, but I'll show back to back how this guitar sounds with the RGA soon. So it never bothered me as much, the rhythm playing on this guitar, not as much as the 7-string, that RGD that I got later. And the leads and the cleans on this sound just fine. As time went on though, I would start using other guitars for rhythm. On one hand, using a different guitar for rhythm and lead would help show the separation of the parts in the video. On the other hand, even if I didn't have too much time to do this song, I could still kind of hear that other guitars would sound better, especially with the rhythm, but when playing low down. Now, speaking of other guitars, there's the RGA21P1PB, the Premium. This also has Fusion Edges in it, but strangely, I do like the low end on this guitar better. I'm not entirely sure if it's because of the difference in the bridge systems. You've got a fixed bridge versus a tremolo. I don't know if it's because of the construction, the different top woods. I don't know if it's because of the difference in the electronics. You've got a 3-way switch on here, 5-way switch here. You've got the tolerances of the potentiometers, small subtle differences there. But call me crazy, I can hear a difference. I used this guitar in my song The Construct, and I like how it sounded. Shameless plug. In fact, I like how these sound in this guitar so much that I don't think I'm ever going to switch out these pickups ever. I'm pleased with how the rhythm tone sounds, and the leads and the cleans of course still sound good. Now here's a direct comparison of how these Fusion Edge pickups sound in these 2 different guitars. The RGA has a 5-way switch and the RG has a 3-way switch, so I'm going to show just the positions 1, 3, and 5 on the RGA, but if you want to hear like the full thing, positions 2 and 4 also, you could check out my review of this guitar on this channel. I'm going to showcase a clean tone, a rhythm tone, and a lead tone, so here you go. Some overall thoughts. First of all, will I replace the pickups in these guitars? Well, in the RGA, no. I already said no. I think it sounds just fine. I've got no complaints about how it sounds. With the RG, though, I've been on the fence on whether I like the Fusion Edges in this or not. They do sound decently fine in a mix, but I just can't ignore that I do prefer the low end of other pickup sets in other guitars. And so for rhythm usage, I will look elsewhere. And because of that, I would have changed the pickups in this guitar by now if I didn't have other options available to me. I have come to like the DiMarzio, the Tone Zone Air Norton combination through the years, so that might be my first choice, but I don't necessarily have to stick with DiMarzio. You don't have to. You could go for Seymour Duncans, you could go the active route with the Fishmans or the AMGs, you can even get bare knuckle pickups. The conclusion I always come to, though, is that even though I do have some complaints about the low end, this guitar still sounds okay enough that it is usable. These pickups aren't the worst thing in the world. Should you plan on replacing the pickups if you're going to get a guitar with them? Well, maybe, it depends. If there's a pickup set you particularly like and you just love the sound of it and you have to have it that way, then you might be disappointed with these. But then again, you might be disappointed with any other pickup set. If the pickup choice doesn't matter too much to you, though, you just need a humbucker that in general will do what will match the genre of the music you're playing, these will work just fine. For example, I haven't changed the pickups on my RG550 Genesis, and it meets all my needs just fine. Should Ibanez use more boutique pickups in their guitars, especially the more expensive ones? You could make a case for the premium that they could get away with putting the Fusion Edges in there. They've already got the stainless steel frets and all that. But on a top of the line Prestige, especially when that costs so much, it's really hard to come up with an excuse for these. They could have put some other DiMarzios, maybe some active pickups. Other models do have them, so why use these? Was it a cost thing, some internal thing? Who knows? But what are your thoughts? What do you think about the Fusion Edge pickups? Comment down below, and of course this is YouTube, so I have to say the YouTube things. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, print out every frame and mail it. Join the Discord, check the socials. If you're looking for something cool to listen to, my music is on all major streaming services, Heisey Productions. I do original songs and video game music covers. And as always, peace.